What's up? Welcome to the stream.
Welcome back. That's it.
Samus, Toon Link, and Link.
And Corrin.
No, not Corrin.
Favorite character from Ben 2018, Corrin.
Ben's favorite Fire Emblem character is Corrin.
Corrin.
Uh-huh.
I ship Corrin with Luigi. Ship them. They're shipped now. It's too late. You can't go back on your shipment.
So why is that ship thing like?
I don't know why it's a thing. I don't know what it even started. Like, that's not how you identify couples. You don't go, I ship.
Dude, me and yeah, we're shipping.
We're
lately.
shipped today, dude.
Have you guys?
We just got
shipped
shipped, man. You better expect us in a week. 5 business days. So if you can't tell, I'm a little bit under the weather. Who would have guessed? Frankie was sick and decided to come over to my garage 3 times while he was sick. And now I'm sick.
Dude, that was so long ago though. I did not get you sick.
No?
No way. There's no way you got.
I don't think so.
Also, if you had what I had, you would be so not good.
I'd be like a cuck.
Chris adopted a new word. And he doesn't understand. We don't even know what it means.
I don't know what it means either.
But we know it's like probably one of the worst words you could say, right?
I mean, that's what a lot of Republicans have been saying to, like... I've seen it in comment sections of Republicans calling people libtards and cucks. They're like, you're such a cuck and a libtard. How could you possibly think Hillary Clinton had the balls?
Dude, honestly, okay.
The balls, dude.
I think that I've been leaning away from... Not... Okay, I haven't been leaning towards Republican lately, but like progressives make me so mad, dude.
Yeah, there's definitely...
They're just offended about everything, dude. There's nothing they're not offended about. It's crazy.
But you gotta be able to identify that... You know how, like, Republicans have... Their crazy is that redneck guy that's like... White supremacy, that's the Democrat side, is the offended all the time guy.
You see that, dude? You see that? Oh man, yeah, no, I know what you're saying. They're
beefed.
They're like the extreme. Like,
they're the extreme left, and then there's the extreme right. It's like, we need guns for teachers.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you know, it's funny about that whole issue with the guns for teachers thing, because there have been a bunch of articles that I've been reading of teachers accidentally misfiring the gun during training exercises.
Yeah, it's
and
over.
injuring people.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's like I personally don't think that teachers should be armed.
Oh my god, I hate his cape. I don't either. Like, what the hell is that?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what the benefit to that would be. Like, okay, so if an intruder shows up with an M4 or an AR-15, your Redneck Choice 2018 Best Cuck Award, there's no way that teacher would be able to defend that class. And I feel like that gun would get in the hands of a student. Like, he's like,
yeah,
you gave me an F on my test, dude? Freaking...
You think so?
I feel like that might happen, yeah.
I mean, in the law of infinite probability, that's a thing that could... Yeah, totally.
I mean, like, and people are saying, like, you should lock up the guns in, like, a gun cage. And...
Yeah, that is a good point. Like, where are you going to put it? In a lockbox and then, like...
I mean, and in the scenario of, like, you know, the school goes into lockdown and the teachers are all cowering in their classroom, sure, they can easily unlock that box. It's not like a rush scenario. But for whoever first... Oh, dang, dude. Whoever that first teacher is, where they don't know that there's a lockdown happening, and all of a sudden an M4 boy runs into the classroom, and the teacher's got to get to that lockbox, unlock it, get the gun, get the bullet, cuck it in, cuck that in, cuck the gun, and shoot at him. That's not going to happen before M4 boy makes a move, dude.
Well, the thing is that, like, in a lockdown situation, like, you'd be like, the school is locked down. They'd be like, lock the door, barricade it. And she'd be like, all right, let me get it out. And
no,
yeah, it out before.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying if they don't go, like, that announcement doesn't happen yet, and that announcement start happening a little too late, and the boy already steps into the first classroom that he's...
What were your ideas on, like, gun... I'm sure you had a gun reform idea. What did you think needed to be done?
I mean, it's tough because it's such a sensitive topic. Like, no matter what I say, someone will be offended.
Oh, yeah, of course, but they don't matter.
No, they don't freaking matter.
No, the thing that I've realized is that, like, everyone has an opinion, and that's okay, and nobody's really wrong. Everyone has, like, solid points to their opinion, unless they just don't. But for the most part, like, there's a lot of Republicans that have good points for why they think we should all be able to keep guns, and there's a lot of Republicans that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
No, yeah. Like...
But anyways, what were yours?
You know, it's funny because I've been seeing people that comment things on articles like, it's ridiculous that Republicans are so in love with their hobby that they're not willing to give it up even after children are dying from it. Like, they're so protective of their gun. It's their baby.
That's not... Okay, yeah.
No?
No. That is what people are saying. It's just... I'll tell you what. I'll wait until after you're done, and then...
I mean, like, if someone told me that video games actually pose a threat to society, and like there are hundreds of deaths yearly, because video games influence people to go and jump off of freaking cliffs like Tomb Raider, then I might sit back and be like, okay, my hobby, there's something wrong with my hobby. There needs to be some sort of change here in my hobby. People that are gun collectors and love to go to the gun range and shoot at targets and stuff like that, they're law-abiding citizens, sure, but their hobby also leads to hundreds of deaths in schools because people get a hold of the tool that is used in their hobby.
Oh, I fucked him up. Dude.
I don't know. It's tough to articulate.
No. Okay. So, I get what you're saying. Wait, were you done or?
No. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So. Oh shit. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The thing that I think is that, like, I don't think we should get rid of guns. Like, not many countries actually get rid of guns. Even Australia, like, they didn't get rid of it. Like, you just have to go through rigorous licensing. And obviously we have the Second Amendment and stuff. But I'm not going to go to the extreme of saying we need to get rid of guns. But the thing that if you look at the people who have been doing the mass shootings lately, they're, like, crazy people, dude. They're not, like, normal people. Like, the kid who just did that shooting, he had, he was born with fetal alcohol syndrome, and he was autistic. How did that guy buy a gun without any testing?
The kid that shot up the high school?
Yeah, yes.
The Florida one, right?
Yeah, the Florida one, dude.
He didn't buy... I don't think he bought that gun. I think he got it from... I actually don't have any hard facts on this, so I'm not even going to say anything. But I'm pretty sure that kid just... He was like 18 or 19. He just left that school... Or he got expelled from that school, like he was a super senior or something like that.
I heard that he bought it from, like, and they even... I read an article and he bought it and they even, like, listed the store name and stuff.
Well, what I heard, too, about that kid was that he already... Like, there were already past things that he was doing that were questionable and kind of, like, signaling that, hey, he's gonna do something crazy to this school.
Yeah.
But no one did anything about it.
Yeah, there was a lot of things about it, yeah. But, okay, here's my point, is that, like, a lot of people can get their hands on guns without getting any licensing, and the licensing for buying guns is, like, not that intense. Actually, it's not at all. I don't even think in Arizona you really need to. Also, the age of 18, I think, is, like, pretty young. If we're going to require people to drink at 21, like, why not wait a little bit longer on owning a gun? And,
Yeah, exactly. The power to kill someone. I mean, you can say that you give the power to kill someone with a car at 16. You know, you could say that, but it's funny because I was at work one day. I had a coworker there. He's in the military. I think he was in the army. He said after, like, one of the school shootings happened, and so, like, there was another day that passed by where someone crashed a car into some building or something, killed like 4 people.
yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, a car killed 4 people. Time to ban all cars." That's what he said, and I kind of like sat there and I scoffed at him. I was like, this is such a stupid comparison. There's a word for it where you compare two things that don't have any business being compared.
Yeah. No, I see that all the time. Oh shit, she got me. Yeah, no, I see that a lot, actually.
And it blew my mind that he was comparing, like, oh, a car accident happened.
Well, yeah, the difference is that, like, one is intended to, like, kill or maim, and one is intended for other purposes.
Yeah.
And to do that, you would completely destroy society, whereas with guns, you wouldn't destroy society if you got rid of them. And then also, like, the whole Second Amendment thing is, like, if someone's like, oh, well, I'm totally, like, for the Second Amendment. Like, that's where I get weird, is because, like, I was gonna say this. I went to go register to vote recently, which I should have done a long time ago. Oh my god, I'm still alive.
So yeah, you registered?
I registered, and on there it said Republican or Democrat. Like, they want to know what I was. And I looked at the guy and I was like, is this serious? Like, do they actually like expect you to like pick a side?
Wow.
And then he was like, well, yeah, we have to know. And I checked the other box, and I was like, this is stupid, dude. I'm not gonna pick. But you can't vote in the preliminaries if you don't pick a side. You can't,
really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
I didn't pick a side. But like the thing about it is, I feel like picking. Oh shit! I fucked that up.
Oh.
I feel like picking a side like almost suggests that you should follow those ideologies without thinking it through. Oftentimes, like that's what I see with my dad a lot. Anyways, back to the gun thing. Oh my gosh! Hold on.
Oh, get the 50% peach.
Chris doesn't even like this game. He's just like pretending.
Get
like
that peach block, dude. Peach her, man. Son of a peach. You're on the beach, peach slash splash. That's a Senran Kagura game. Senran Kagura games are awesome, but I can't play them in front of my family because they got the Mondo Gazungas in there and the Peach Beach Splash. Is that a turnip?
Yeah.
What the frick? That's the turnip from Mario 2.
Yeah, they put everything in this.
What the frick? That's cool.
Oh, I tried to ledge grab, but I didn't get to. I don't know, man. I just think that like there should be mental health exams and also testing for buying guns. And I'm sure that people will like get you know, they'll be able to, I guess. I'm fucked.
Oh.
Or maybe I'm sure that people will be able to get guns, but in Australia, and a lot of people hate the Australia comparison, but they do a good job. Actually, in Japan's a better place. Japan has really rigorous like tests for guns, and then you have to wait a long time to even get approved, which is fine, I guess. It doesn't really make a big deal as long as you get to keep the guns, but they also have to keep them in a lockbox, and they're required to, unless they're going out with them on a day. But like they can't just keep them out in the open in their house. They have to keep them in a lockbox, which is like totally reasonable to me. Like all these freaking people that love shooting and stuff can keep their guns just with like certain requirements. If they're not crazy, if they don't have a felony, then they get to keep their guns. So what's the big deal? Most of these people...
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. It seems like it's like, give me my gun and all the freedom with my gun, or none of it at all.
Yeah.
You know, it's like one or the other. You've got to have a happy medium.
It doesn't even affect them. It's like, give me a car. I don't need a license. I'm just gonna drive it. What's the stop sign?
Yeah.
Yeah, like...
You've got to follow the rules of the road when you're in that car. You agree to these things anyway. But, and with the gun too, like, that is so much more responsibility on your shoulders, owning a gun.
Yeah.
And
my dad has tons of guns, and they just leave them laying around the house. It's crazy.
That's crazy. That'd be like, man, I don't even know what that'd be like. That'd be like if you lived on this Mario Circuit way, and there's just cars driving around your house all the time.
Dude, Bowser's one of the hardest people.
No rails, no nothing. But another thing that's like been controversial about it is that I don't know if this is necessarily Trump himself, but there's been repealings of like if you were on like a terrorist block list or whatever, like wasn't that repealed that like now you can get a gun if you're on the watch list or some sort of list that should prevent you from getting a firearm, you can now obtain one? I thought I heard somewhere like that.
I wouldn't doubt it, but also I saw something where Trump was like actually on the side of...
Oh, right! I saw that. I watched the video for that meeting where he was sitting there with all of his like NRA buddies and Republican like cronies and stuff, and he totally flipped on them.
Yeah.
And it was just, it kind of like, I was kind of like, what? Because these are the things that I believe too. Like, I was like, you know, tighter gun regulations and all that stuff like that. And he was advocating for it, and it blew my mind.
If the earth isn't flat, then why is it when I pour water onto this orange, it just falls off the side?
What the heck? Yeah, the flat earth theory thing, like, I can't believe that that's a thing.
Flat earthers crack me up, and it's it's so funny to me. I love flat earthers.
Yeah.
Dude,
get the peach beach, man.
Chris doesn't even like this game, dude.
Freaking, this game is like a cuck or something, dude.
It's a cuck, dude. Just give it
cuck sandwich.
Dude. If I could take one cuck and equal two...
Who thought of that term? That term is so stupid. That term is literally... When people say in games... what the frick was it? There's like some dumb term you say when you beat someone in a game. I can't even remember. That's how stupid these terms are that people come up with. Cuck. And libtard. And snowflake. Good, you got him, dude. Got him.
Tommy Lahren, dude.
Got him, bro.
Oh, dude, there's not anyone I can't. I don't like the. You know how the liberal side has like their version of Tommy Lahren. It's that one guy. What's his name?
Jake Paul.
No, I don't know. I can't stand either of them, honestly.
I can't stand. I don't even know who Jake Lahren. Who you say? Lahren.
You know who Tommy Lahren is, dude? She's famous for being an idiot. She's such a.
What was she fighting for?
She's just anything that sounds like really uneducated and.
Is it like that Zarna lady that got super offended by Humongous?
No. Well, I guess. Okay, so she's like the Republican version of her.
Okay.
She's the one who made the term snowflakes, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty sure she did.
I literally, anytime that I read like a comment thread on a video that's talking about political topics, and someone it's an even level-headed discussion, and then all of a sudden someone in that conversation breaks and they go, you effing libtard snowflake. I'm like, that guy lost. That guy just lost the argument.
Yeah, because that's not I don't know, that's not having an argument.
I mean, first of all, you had to resort to insults to get your point across. Now, your point is not valid anymore. Like, I know that you haven't really been in on the topic, but the whole, like, loot boxes.
Yeah, loot boxes.
You don't play any games that, like, really involve that system.
Not really. I don't play many games, honestly.
Then you're definitely not affected by this cancerous trend in video games.
Oh my god, he knows everything I'm about to do. It's crazy. Oh, he almost walked into it.
Dang,
Yeah,
Yoshi.
I don't even like
Oh, got him, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Got him. Vape Nash, dude.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
You know what? How does Samus's boobs fit in that thing?
Look at him.
That's a V thing,
They're
dude.
polygonal, dude.
Dude.
Polygonal.
Dude,
Honestly,
polygonal.
here's what happened.
Look at the freaking Yoshi's big fat nose over here. And then her square boobs. The frick.
Dude, here's what happened. The first thing was like they came out with the first game for Samus and it was all polygonal and they're like, well, we gotta stick to it.
Samus?
Dude, Metroid Prime 4 is coming out and I'm really excited for it.
I could care less about Metroid Prime, but I know that Samus is a hot mama, dude.
Do you know how she's like 6'5" or something?
6'5"?
She's not a human.
No thanks.
She's part alien, part human.
I think if a girl was taller than me, I don't think I'd want to date her.
Dude, but it's Samus. I'll climb
Don't
up.
care. I'd be like, oh, you're too tall. You're going to have to cut those knees off if you want to date me, girl.
I'll climb up her body.
You're gonna have to, if I have to stand on a bucket to handle you, girl, ain't no way gonna hear you, girl.
I feel the same way, but in a real scenario where Samus is like, do me, I'd be like, come here, let me climb up.
Wait a minute.
Climb up
Is she just teleporting? What is this?
That's her roll animation.
Get stomped on, you vape nashers.
Ooh,
What
did you see that?
frick?
She friggin' took my shot, dude.
Took the shot right on her face, man.
I don't know. Ever since Chris started watching H3H3, he's been risque. We were talking about inequalities in like low-income areas and stuff like that. I live in Flagstaff, where there's a lot of like Native Americans from the res who come to Flag, and there's tons. Like, okay, so mainly the jobs are taken by Native American people,
Right.
which is fine because they came here to get jobs and have a good life, which is great. But then there's a very large population of Native American people who did not do that. They come to Flagstaff and they beg and they're drunk and like they just act like they're just
Cucks, dude.
they're really just like a nuisance. You
There's
know
some
what I mean? It's
cucks and snowflakes and libtards, dude.
Oh!
Get smacked ball, dude.
Did you see that actually though?
You know, I was always jealous of all the people in school who like weren't scared to bring like actual manga, whatever. Get offended, cucks.
The only one who's gonna be offended is Ben.
It's all right. Ben does not get offended. I look in Ben's eyes, and there was one time I was hanging out with Ben, and he was like trying to say something, but it wasn't coming out right, and he was like, I'm dead inside.
That was with us, dude.
Was that with us?
Yeah, during Majora's Mask.
I was like, dang, Ben. You know what's funny? When I was talking to Marcus about getting Matthew to play Monster Hunter, Because Matthew doesn't want to play it. He's just not into that game, I guess. He doesn't like the setting and stuff. Although the game's pretty fun. Marcus actually got him to boot up the game and try out one of the weapons. And there's a list of combos in the corner, and it's like triangle, 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 circle, triangle. They're very basic, you know?
Yeah.
And Marcus is like, or Matthew's like, I don't like this combat. I don't like to remember combos. That's why I don't play fighting games. And Marcus is like, what combos? It's triangle, circle, triangle. It's like that's nothing, dude. If that's considered hard to you, then you guys belong on the Smash circuit, dog. Get freaking cooked.
Smash is different than other fighting games because it's not really about combos. It's more about timing.
I know every other fighting game is about combos and timing. It's both.
Well, Smash is better though.
I know because it's for the baby child.
No, it's just more fun to me because it's like. I don't know. I just
easy?
No, it's not that it's easy. Dude, any game that you play that's a fighting game is equally as hard because it's always up to the person that you're fighting to determine how hard the game is. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about like, oh, the game's easy.
What determines difficulty is literally learning the character. Because if you could literally...
Is that why you suck at Smash?
No, because there's no learning there. It's literally pure timing. And the fact that you know the character's animations.
No, there is a lot. There is a lot of, like... I guess you're learning frames more than anything really though, and there is combos in this. It's just they work differently than combos in other fighting games.
Is that why when I watch the big leagues play, it's literally just baby jump kicks?
What, this?
Yeah, in Smash, it's literally just baby jump kicks.
And then no, there's so much more. That's just like staggering them, and then you have. Oh my god, I up B'd. I up B'd. Every time we play Smash Bros, Chris has to talk crap about it, but he also is awful at Smash Bros, like so bad at it.
Dude, I would wreck you in literally every fighting game.
Because I don't play any other fighting game.
I know, because you guys can't learn triangle, circle, triangle.
I can, I just don't like it as much. Chris is like, no,
the truth has been revealed.
I don't really like those kinds of fighting games, honestly.
I know, man, that's why they invented this.
For people who don't like those kinds of fighting games.
Exact, dude. That's all I'm saying. Take the libtard, man.
Every time we play Smash, Chris is like, this game's stupid because I suck at it.
Everyone, first of all, it's like a natural saying that people hate what they can't conquer. That's just me being salty about it. But there are aspects that are like legit to why Smash isn't necessarily a real fighting game, although it is part of some type.
No, it is. It's just a different fighting game. You're comparing it to a very specific genre of fighting games.
There's a game called Dive Kick. Now, it's a fighting game because it's like this, two-dimensional, side-by-side fighting, but it's literally only got two buttons. One of them is jump and one of them is kick. So you make your character jump with one button, and then you hit the other button to make them dive kick.
What game is that?
It's called Dive Kick.
That's.
It's a literal fighting game, and it's invented for people that don't like learning combos, and it's all about the timing of when you jump and kick to go and attack your opponent.
Is it like a Flash game?
No, it's a legit on PS4 game you could buy. It's a digital game. I think it's like $15. There are videos of YouTubers on YouTube where the most renowned Street Fighter players or Tekken players will go one-on-one in Dive Kick, and it's just as like intense as those Street Fighter finals.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how they make it work like that. Out of all of the modern generation fighting games, I think my favorite is Mortal Kombat X.
Really?
I'd say that's my favorite simply because the combos are there, but the timing isn't so strict. Street Fighter is strict timing. Like, and if you don't get the proper frames, it's judged by frames. Like I hear terms like one frame window. Yo, one frame. That's like 3 milliseconds or so. I don't know how short that is to input the right button to chain the combo.
Dang.
And it's like, oh god. And I've played Street Fighter 5.
One frame. Dude, I watched this thing on how TVs work, and they like they start at the top and they just like make a line all the way across.
Yeah, and then it goes down
and
like
it
that.
Does it so fast and we can't see it.
Yeah, we can't see that crap, but it's like when they slow it down with like super slow-mo, you can like see the process. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's like, why am I not seeing that right now?
Dude, did I ever catch you up with the whole Haley situation?
I think you did. How you got blocked by everything?
Yeah, I found out about it though.
Okay, what's up?
She was dating another guy a week later. And they were already they were dating to the point where it was like official like on all their social media platforms and like
Ooh.
and I don't really care like at all, but the thing is that like you don't make it as official as she does in a week, and I'm basically saying she was cheating.
Oh, you think so?
Oh yeah. You don't make it that official in a week, and that's something that I saw with her, dude. It's gonna sound really weird, but like when we did mushrooms together, I saw like a thing in her that like I kind of think I realized was there, but like I don't know, man. She's a compulsive liar, like, and she's fun and stuff, and she's great, and I feel bad because it's not. I don't want to say it's all her fault because she had a really shitty upbringing, like super shitty.
Okay.
I don't think like as an adult it really excuses being a shitty person, honestly.
Too many libtards, dude.
Too many libtards, dude.
Snowflakes
But
and stuff.
I just like knew that there was like something about her that she just wasn't being honest with me.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what happened. I never really told anyone about this kind of stuff out of respect for her, but I don't really care anymore.
Yeah.
So basically, like when we were seeing each other, she was talking to like another guy.
Okay.
And basically, I didn't really think anything of it because I'm just not a jealous person. Because it's like if someone's gonna leave you, they're gonna leave you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I got you.
Like that's just how it works. And I also just kind of like have learned to enjoy moments with people because everyone leaves at some point, except for Chris. Chris stays.
I'm still here.
Chris stays all the time.
2018.
But basically, like in my head when I met her, I knew that very soon we would have our last conversation, and so I expected this. And then so she started seeing this other guy, not seeing this other guy. I'm sorry. She started talking to this other guy named Asher, and I didn't think anything about it. And then all of a sudden, she like confessed to me that she was talking to him because she wanted to set it up for when I left, when I was like basically done with her. And I was like, that's like not how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like she told me that okay, this is how it happened. Asher kept asking her to come up to Flag, and I was like, yeah, let's hang out with him.
Okay.
And she's like, well, he doesn't really know about you. And I was like, well, tell him about me and then we'll hang out. And she's like, well, like, he's going to be mad. And I'm like, why? And she's like, well, because I've kind of been flirting with him. And
my God.
Yeah, and just stuff like that. And I was like, whoa. And that was like one thing it was after that I kind of like realized that I wasn't going to continue seeing her.
Yeah.
No, honestly, it was after the mushroom trip that I realized that I wasn't going to continue seeing her for a very long time because we were just at different places. Really, she was, I don't know, we were just different mentally. She just had a lot to learn about.
Well, how old is she again? I can't remember.
She's young. She's 18, and
okay,
that's definitely my fault for like going for someone so young.
Your next stop for you, Cougarville, dude.
Dude, yeah.
Get that 65-year-old cougar in there.
Dude, seriously.
And a cock and a libtard and a snowflake.
But I don't know. I mean, like that's fine by me. Like I learned a lot dating her about people, and I think I had a lot of like knowledge to offer her as well.
Okay. Yeah.
And I don't think she like took any of it very seriously, but hopefully she did. But anyways, the point is that like she was totally talking to or seeing this guy because she started saying things like the week before I broke up with her, like she's like, I'm just gonna try really hard for you, and like this is really hard and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah,
what?
Yeah, it was really weird because she needed more attention than I was giving her because I own a business and I'm never in Phoenix, and she's in Gilbert. Anyways, the point is she just like blocked me, like no explanation as to why. So I did some digging.
Yeah, you went on stalkers.
Stalkerville,
dude.
A stalker is when someone is like completely like checking up on your life all the time. I just like there was like 2 weeks later I was like, I wonder what's going on. So like Peter basically sent me like a thing, and it was like something she posted with him with like all this stuff on her profile and stuff.
Yeah.
And that like then I went to that kid's profile, and like he already had her name in a heart. And I was like, this is so weird. It's only been like there was a date on it too. That's why I said it was a week.
Okay.
Because there was a date for this specific day. I was like, that was a week after I broke up with her. And then she started talking to me as a friend in that week too. And she's like, don't tell me if you're seeing anyone else. I'll get jealous. I don't know, man.
She basically had him prepped up, ready for takeoff.
I honestly think she was cheating on me. Like, she's such a compulsive liar that, like, basically the way we met is she was seeing me first, and then she started seeing another guy. Because we were just kind of hooking up and stuff. And then she didn't tell the other guy about me at all. But I knew about the other guy. And then she didn't tell the other guy about me. And then one day she just broke it to him that she was seeing someone else.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's got to be what happened. Like, she was already seeing this guy.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. You know what's funny though? I will say the one satisfying thing that happened at the end of my last relationship with my ex from 4 years ago, or however long years ago, I can't even freaking remember. No, it's not 4 years ago. What am I saying? I'm coming up on my 6-year anniversary. My last relationship, after it had finally been broken up. Well, the first time, because we broke up twice. And then, like, we had a small, like, 3-month break or something.
Really?
Yeah, we did.
I didn't know that.
So, the first time we broke up, it was... I can't remember the circumstances, but she tried to make me jealous by saying that she was dating, like, this famous basketball star. And I was like, okay, first of all, that's ridiculous. You're in high school or whatever.
Wait, who is this?
This was Amanda.
Oh, I thought you were in... Oh, yeah, you were in high school when you dated Panda.
Yeah, I was, dude. I was a junior when I first started. But anyway, so she tried doing that little, like, slick move, like, oh, look at this cool guy does that. And you like, try to make me jealous, right? So then we settled all that. We got back together, and then I ended it at the very end of the road. I was like done. After I did end it, I caught wind of how she wanted to get back together with me and tried to kind of like coerce me to go on like a date with her to go grab dinner and stuff. And I just sat back and I ignored all of her texts and stuff, her calls, and I was just like, this is a satisfying feeling.
Really?
I felt so good. It's so wrong of me to say this, but I enjoyed that feeling. I was like, dude, this is the punishment that you deserve for like riding me along for all these years. I dated her for 4 years, I think.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I was just like
riding her along, but you're the one who broke up with her the second time.
Well, no, I mean like, but I was kind of like, when we got back together, I was like halfway into it. Like, I was like, you know what, I'm just giving it another chance. Maybe things will smooth over, whatever. And like, it just wasn't working, and I just had to end it, dude. So, let me just say, something bad happened, and so I was like,
wait, what bad happened?
I got cheated on.
She cheated on you?
Yeah. And so
I never knew that. I thought, honestly, okay, this changes the story a lot because I thought you were just being a dick, honestly, and I never wanted to tell you that.
No,
because
I had my reasons, dude.
I'm a huge fan of like communication. That's like oh, I just lost Link. 2 more characters. Communication is so important to me. Like, even if the relationship ends, I think it's so important to just be like, hey, listen, it's too hard for me to talk to you, or I don't really want to talk to you. That doesn't mean you know what I mean? Like, say that doesn't mean I don't value the time we spent together, but like, it's time for me to like move forward. Mm-hmm. That makes the story completely different. Because I thought you were just like, I'm gonna ghost her, never talk to her.
No. I had a valid reason, and so that I literally cut her off entirely. I deleted her phone number. I did all that crap, and then I kept getting random texts from her, and I recognized the number, obviously. It wasn't saved on my phone book anymore.
Yeah.
But I just sat there and I reveled in it. I was like, you messed up, and you're trying to come back here to me? I'm just going to let you...
She cheated? I can't believe that, dude. She seemed like such a nice lady.
No.
Really?
And she was very gold diggery. But
gold diggery, dude, you're like the poorest guy I know.
I know, and I would listen. This is literally what would happen. I would work my job, which was kind of like a little bit more than part time, but not full time. I would bring home like maybe $600, $600 or $700 every 2 weeks, and I would spend like more than half of it on her every paycheck, either on going to dinner, on clothes, on jewelry, like.
Yeah, she was very materialistic. I do remember that. And your mom, like, supported it because she was the girl, and that's how your mom thought girls should be treated.
Like, I couldn't handle it, dude. And I wasn't getting anything from her because, you know what was funny is she had a job, and I never saw a penny of that. She never bought me things. Like, and the one time that Christmas rolled around, the one present I asked for her was like this, I think it was a PS3 game. I can't remember what it was, but it's $60, you know?
Yeah.
She ended up buying me a Wii controller. And I don't even play Wii, dude. I'm a PlayStation gamer.
Yeah, like the one person you expect... Oh my god, dude. The one person you expect to know you is your significant other. There was one thing that, like, Heather did for me when we were dating. And it was, like, the sweetest thing anyone has ever done for me. And there was this Link amiibo I really wanted, like, really bad. And it was all sold out because, I don't know if you know that Nintendo purposely does this, but they make things scarce to increase the value.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. I've heard about that.
They do that a lot. And so you couldn't find this Link Amiibo anywhere, dude. It was so gone. Like, there was nowhere you could find it.
Yeah.
She freaking ordered it from Japan, dude. Heather ordered it from Japan.
To get to you?
Yeah, to get to me. And we were supposed to go on a date, and it was like this special day that her and I had. Oh my gosh, we were gonna go out for like tea. Oh, dude, I feel so shitty telling this story because I was kind of an asshole that day. I just got really distracted at the end of our relationship, and I think I took her for granted. But
it happens, man.
Yeah. But anyways, like she showed up at my house, and she just like looked at me, and she had her hands behind her back, and she was smiling, and then she just like took her arms out, and she.
Yeah.
And the thing it was in Japanese, like the writing and everything, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. I kept the packaging and everything. Mm-hmm. I didn't even want to take them out, but I did. But I kept the packaging so I could like put them back in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was cool.
It's like the whole thing about like me and not wanting to talk to the person, like if the relationship ends is that first relationship I've only been in 3. It was with Ariel first, then Amanda.
Ariel was like
not really a relationship.
Yeah,
it was like a first time dating thing.
Yeah.
But after that happened, because we were both in school at the time. I was a freshman. We used to pass notes back and forth, so I had a bunch of like notes from her and stuff. And after that relationship ended, I burned everything. I literally lit it on fire because I was like, I don't want to remember this at all, and I feel like I need to burn this crap.
I did that once. It felt so good.
It did.
Yeah.
And so then after the next relationship ended, after 4 years, I burned everything again, dude. The pictures, the notes, like any birthday cards, whatever. I don't think I have anything from... Wait a minute, no, I still have that Wii remote.
Well, that's useful.
Functional, I guess, yeah. Oh, yeah, the thing that also blew me away...
Let me make that sentence better. Matthew still has the Wii remote.
Well, yeah, Matthew still freaking uses
it. Dude,
how is this working? That Christmas with the Wiimote, I bought her this $100 jewelry necklace. And then... The thing about this Wiimote, it wasn't even an official Nintendo Wiimote, dude.
What?
It's one of those rip-off like brands, that you find in GameStop. That's not actually got Nintendo's crap on it. Yeah, cool. Good Christmas. I'm glad I gave you a $100 necklace that you shopped and picked out for yourself because I went to the jewelry store with her. And then when I ask you for a video game, you get the bootleg remote. What the frick, dude? And I know a lot of people say, like, it's not a competition. I mean, come on.
No. At a certain point, it's like, I don't know. I'm a huge fan of, like, putting equal amount into the relationship to just communicate and say that, hey, this is, like, kind of what I would like. This is what makes me feel, like, special in this relationship. That's a huge thing. Like, Heather was awesome, and we were both awesome, but we were also both kind of shitty to each other. You know that like parkour is one of the most important things to me. Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Did she demean it to you?
No, she didn't demean it. It took me like I had to beg her to come to my events that I would host. I had to beg her, dude. She never wanted to, and I know that she was just self-conscious of that or something. Like, but still, like I would go to her French plays and stuff like that.
It's pretty funny. Like me and Chelsea, we call each other douchebags and stuff.
Yeah. It's
pretty funny. I think that if I was to become single again at some point, if it were to happen, I would never date another girl ever again.
Really?
I think I would be... I think I retire.
I mean, I definitely see myself dating again, and I want to. But, like, the thing about me is... This is weird, and, like, I'm going to admit this on the podcast. I was thinking about it in the car, and I've never really, like... verbalize this, but I don't think my mom's gonna watch this. For some reason, I feel really disconnected from my family, and I always have, and I never verbalize that to anybody. And it's not that my mom's a bad person or my dad's a bad person. I think it has something to do with like the fact that I come from a split family, and they're always different viewpoints. And kind of to be somebody who made sense to me, I had to like be my own person because I couldn't be what my mom needed me to be. I couldn't be what my dad needed me to be because they're two different things. You know what I mean? Like, if I was what my mom wanted me to be, then I wouldn't be what my dad needed me to be. So...
You kind of had to live a double life?
No, and vice versa. And so I just became who I wanted to be. You know what I mean? And like... And the person that I became is like kind of a mixture of ideas from both parents. And like, obviously, from my friends and my own thoughts. So, and it sometimes bothers it bothers both sides that I don't totally agree. And Heather was like the first person, other than like you and Marcus. I think that's why I spend so much time over here, like with this family. Anyways, Heather was the first person that I really felt like was family, and for some reason I just didn't feel like she was going anywhere. And that's where I kind of took her for granted. Also, I don't know if it even would have worked out. Honestly, it's hard to say, but
it's a crappy situation. What happened? You know?
Yeah. Well, I don't think that those people. I don't think that her and that guy are together anymore.
No, I doubt it.
But I mean, that was at the end of our relationship. She told me that the only reason that she dated me was because like she was the emptiest she had ever been. And
what?
Yeah, she told me that. And I never really told anyone that either. But yeah, she told me that the only reason she dated me was because she was the emptiest I'd ever been. And that like statement just broke me. And I remember that like it's been 3 years, and that like statement still plays over.
Yeah, it's haunting.
Yeah. She told me that I was a sliver of her life, and the only reason she dated me was because I was the emptiest I had ever been. Yeah, was it.
I think that was just a jab.
That was a pretty intense jab, and I honestly believe it. I like because she was very depressed when we dated, and that was like the whole theme of our relationship was, well, why don't you ever do anything for me? Well, I'm depressed, and to date me, this is what it means. Like, that was what it was. I dropped her off at counseling every Thursday, brought her to her grandma's, like, all the time to deal with sicknesses, because she was constantly getting sick, and I honestly think it's because of stress and depression, but could have been through other things. But anyways, that was one of the reasons why I think one of the reasons why I never really got very attached to Haley, and then I didn't care when Haley left. I remember there was one time where we were arguing, and I don't know. I think we were on mushrooms, but we like that one time because we only did it once.
Yeah.
But or we were just sober. I don't know. Either way, we were arguing and I called her Heather.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
I just said because I was trying to say Haley, listen, but instead I said Heather, listen.
I mean, it's both H's. I can understand.
No, yeah, I don't know. Is that fucked though?
What did she react to like that?
Yeah, she got pretty mad. Yeah.
Oh man.
And I was like, oh my god, I'm sorry. And I think that's pretty much when the argument ended.
I mean that would kill anything that's going on. Like that would put the brakes on it right away.
Well, that was a pretty deep and personal podcast. It started
snowflake.
A little political, went a little silly. Went a little deep into Frankie's life.
Deep in both into of our Chris's lives, dude. Now you guys know me more. That means you need to give me money on that Patreon. Even though I haven't updated that crap since like May of last year. Thank you.
Buy merch. Buy my merch.
Buy that merch. Buy that merch.